This is my very first recording. I feel incredibly silly doing it, but this is something I really enjoy doing, and it's, I think, a very useful tool. So I'm going to do my best to show you how to digitally decorate your room in Photoshop. This is the room that I've created for you, and I'm going to be taking you through step by step how to replicate it. I probably will not have all the links for you, so you find whatever you want to put in and follow along. Let's get started. I'm going to show you a couple of examples of rooms that I have created. This is our current living room. Everything we have, we own except for the coffee table. And I think it's really helpful if you lay out a room like this in all the different layers in Photoshop, because then you can come in and you can test the coffee tables if that's what you want, or a chair or a rug, you know, it's so easy. I also have rendered, oh my goodness, I closed it down. Let me find it for you. So in the past, I've enjoyed making just rooms that, you know, push me creatively. This is not a real space. It's just something that I would like to design. So maybe that helps you too. Create for your home, create for your dream home, or create for a client. Let's get back to our document. In Photoshop, File, New, Print. You could do any one of these up here, but you're probably going to print this, so I would recommend Print. And I like to do Landscape just so it's wide enough for the whole room. And then Create. So I've already got all of my assets here on Google. Things that I know I want to put in the room, I found them on all the various websites, and I have the tabs open, so it's handy and easy for me to go copy the image and paste it into Photoshop. I'm going to start with flooring. I like to just Google, empty room background, whatever, and find the floor or wall that I want. So I'm going to copy this and Command V. If you don't know your shortcuts, it's Command C and Command V, copy and paste. Okay, Command T will add these little transform dots, and I'm just bringing this out. If you're on an older version of Photoshop, you might want to hold down Shift so it scales correctly. I just want this one wall. Okay, so this image isn't super high res, but for me right now, that's okay. I don't want these corners, so I'm going to crop the image and enter. Okay, so we've got our wall and the floor that I want, and I'm going to add picture frame molding to this wall. I like the paneling, I like the look. I think it works well for this sort of funky traditional room that we're doing. Copy that and paste it in. Command T, drag it out a little bit. So I don't want this white background. So just going here to select, delete, Command D gets rid of it. Get rid of that. Select, delete, Command D. Okay, now I want to drag that. I don't need this baseboard trim. I just want theirs in this image that I have. And I want to duplicate it, Command J. And I'm going to drag it over here. And see how this is a little bit grayer and darker than that? I'm going to do that same thing we just did, select this and delete it. I think that looks okay. Got a little bit left here. I'm going to combine those two images. So I'm going to go over here to the layers panel, shift, select that one, layer, merge. And now this is, if it will work, my wall, and this is my floor. Okay. Oh, let me see. I need to fix that a little bit. Okay. Now let's start working on our bed. Excuse me, I've got to move that. Okay. Next, we're adding this bed frame. Let's copy, paste, select. Oh no, what's going on? Object selection. There we go. Okay, so while it's selected, Command X, delete, Command V to paste. Command T to transform it. I'm going to put it, I think about right in between this, in the middle of this panel. I think will be good. Make sure it's on the floor, enter. And then you could go ahead, Command C, Command V, or again, Command J to duplicate it. And I'm going to make the first one my headboard, and the second one my, come on, footboard. And I'm just going to leave that for now and go and get a mattress. I think I have that here. You could Google bed front view and a lot of stuff pops up. I chose this one because I thought the dark background would make it easier for Photoshop to cut the image out for me. It somewhat works. Also, it doesn't have a right click option. Don't let that stop you. You just Command Shift 3 and take a screenshot. I think I got the little thing there in the image, but that's okay because we're going to cut that out. So back in Photoshop, File, Open. I have so many of these screenshots. We'll just take one that doesn't have that little. It doesn't actually matter because we're cutting out this headboard. We only want the mattress. So I would go ahead and get rid of all this stuff around it and crop it. So see, in this particular image, I can select the pillows, Shift, select pillows. What I don't want is all this extra junk. And I think it's not going to cut the way I want, so I might have to cut it out a little bit to show you. You don't want any of this stuff here. I don't know if it will do what I want it to do, but I'm going to delete that. Let's see if we can get it to delete that headboard. Yes. So that is the quick select tool. And I cut with just the regular lasso. And I'm going to have to use it again because we have all this gray that we don't want. I'm going to go ahead and do, oh, I don't want that little thing. Delete that. Okay. Command A will select it, and Command C will copy it. And, well, make sure we're on the right thing. Paste it in. I don't know why that stuff transferred over. Well, we can get rid of it easily. Just chop it right off. Come on. You know, this is, I think, the third time I've recorded this. You'd think that I would have figured this out by now. It's all good practice. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out this little bit of black here. Now, you know, You don't have to be perfect if this is, of course, just for you, unless you want to be. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out here and I'm gonna place my mattress. And you see this seam? That's where you know the mattress would logically fit. So I need to make this a little bigger. Now you could have a super tall mattress headboard, or a short one. I'm gonna put this on the floor and let that be my guide. I'm gonna just have a little bit like that. Now we can bring our footboard on top of all of this, line it up, and now we need to shrink it down, shift and make it a little bit squatty. And then see how our mattress is sticking out like that? Now you can drag that to the edge of your mattress. There we go. I'm not adding any bedding or any pillows, but feel free to paste some in. What I don't like about this mattress is how it sticks out so much. So I'm just going to kind of take some of this off. Oops, make sure you're on the mattress layer. Come back over here, take a little bit off. Okay, now I'll add my footboard back on. I think that looks a little better. You can kind of see this is the edge of that mattress, so I'm putting my footboard kind of right there. Now let's get rid of these bed rail lines. So you can come up here to your spot healing brush, and I'm going to make it a little bigger. I want to just cover up this whole line. And this one can be a little smaller. Kind of fix that. Sometimes it works for me, and sometimes it doesn't. If you make it smaller, you can go kind of down the seam and it will replicate it for you. I'm being a little nitpicky here because I want it to look like I want you to see it. But that's pretty much what you do. You can just, there we go, that's okay. And if you want to get a little smaller, you can try to fix this. I think we're just going to leave this alone now. Okay, so we have a bed. Let's add in a window, and I actually closed out my window that I had saved for you. So I'm going to just come back into my document and take this one. But if you have it online, right click, copy it, and we're going to paste it right in. You might have to, do some cutting out, so don't worry, just do it. I'm going to bring this beneath my headboard. Well, I have such a hard time getting it to do that. Label it window. I'm going to have curtains covering up this bit of trim. So I don't know if I want to bring it all the way. I don't know if I want to make it bigger. Let's see. Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to bring it down to the bottom of this picture frame molding. Yeah, I'll be okay. And I want it to be centered on my headboard. Okay, let's add our curtains. These are from Pottery Barn. I was just thinking, what would be fun with this orange? Purple. And this is a check, so why not a floral? You know, I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Copy that. Paste it in. You can drag it to the top so you can work on it and see it clearly. I like to, when I'm finding an image of drapery, I like to get as much of it as I can, and I like it to be on the rods. It would be nice if this were more of a face front view, but it's not, it's okay. You're just going to take a piece, and I always try to get, you know, kind of to the edge of a pleat. And cut it out and paste it back in. It's going up here behind our bed and at the top of the window. And then I'm gonna, now you want it to be, if this were a real room, you know, the drape's not going to be way down here. It's going to be puddling close to the floor. And I think I'm gonna shift, bring it out like that. Okay, I'm gonna Command J again, and I'm gonna bring it over here. And Photoshop is letting me know it's in line with the other one, so that's great. And then I just want to match up here and match up there. Beautiful. Now, if you want to go an extra step, you could get a window that doesn't have a background, and you could paste in, you know, your own outdoor scene and make it incredibly customized and personal. Okay, now we need to add in our dresser. I am kind of obsessed with this burlwood swan handle dresser. Can I just show you these handles quickly? Let me do that. There they are. Look at that. Anyways, go back to the beginning. We can take this picture. Right click, copy, paste it in. I'm going to do the magic wand tool here and just delete that. And I'm going to bring it over. I think it probably would be smaller. You have to think about the size of things in proportion to each other. And if this were a real room, I'm sure it would take up 2 of these moldings if the person or you or me centered it. And I also like to make sure that my headboard and my dresser are in line with each other, because it wouldn't be out here in the room. It would be up against the wall, and your bed would be too, probably. Unless you like to float your furniture, which you should do sometimes. Okay, I'm going to add my mirror next. If you want to go back for reference, we're adding this mirror, lamp, vase, and branches. So I'm going to do the vase. I already know that I can't right click on this, so I did a screenshot of it earlier, and I'm just going to open that and paste it in. I'm going to cut this one, and Command X and Command V, paste that in. And this, I'm going to use the object selection tool and X that and V that and bring it over here. Command T for my transform tool. Where's that dresser? I'll label that quickly. Come on. And my vase, I'm gonna bring under it so it looks more like it's sitting on top of the dresser. Okay, let's get our skip the branches for now and get the lamp quickly. Is this going to... Okay, so this right here, if that happens to you, you can go here to your tool, lasso tool. And I always forget which is which. I'm gonna do Option. Oops, Command Z if you did that. I'm gonna do Option where I get that little minus sign, and I'm gonna add all this stuff to my selection. It didn't work. If that happens to you, you just do Shift, which I guess, if I thought about it, makes sense because we're adding to the selection. But I always forget. I don't know why. Okay, so we'll cut that, delete that, zoom back out, paste that, Command T, and put it up there. I also have a mirror. I love this mirror. Oh, is it up here? I think I might have to go find it again. It's in my favorites somewhere. There it is. Copy, paste. Magic wand tool. I just want to delete the background on this one. And let me bring it in front of all of this stuff. Where's that lamp? Okay. I gotta do some rearranging here. I need my mirror to go behind all of, oh my, all of this. There we go. I think this might be too big. Okay, bring that in front of the mirror. You can fiddle with it as much as you need. Okay, let's add those branches now. I think they're right here. Copy. Paste. I don't want that pot. I'm going to cut it and delete it and paste it back in. And I'm going to use the Object Selection tool. And I'm going to cut that out. And add it to my vase. Under the vase layer, so you hide those branches. What's happening? You can always come in here and delete all that little stuff, but for my purpose today, I don't need to do that. But if you wanted to, I would just, select, delete. It's quite tedious, but if you're a perfectionist, you might enjoy doing it. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to merge these two layers. Layer, merge. I like to do that because sometimes I'm click happy and I'll take my branches and leave my vase behind, and it's just easier if they're all together. Oh my gosh, we're almost done. Let's add the last thing, this beautiful boucle chair. Okay. And paste that in. Oh, it's already transparent for us. No background. You can just come over here to edit if you ever have something the wrong direction. Transform, flip it on the horizontal. Drag it up here. Probably should be a little bigger. And voila! We are done. So you can go ahead and you can save this however you need. You might want to export it as a quick ping file. Maybe you want it to go online. You can save as a PDF if you want to print your document, or share it in email or something. And that's it. I hope this helps you. I would love it if you would share your room with me. I will figure out how I'm posting this and link to my Instagram so you can DM me. And that's it. Thanks so much. Bye.